awesome Wednesday. So, like we've talked about this week, we are focusing on one thing this entire week in reading. We have been asking ourselves this whole week, what do good readers do? And that's a really big question, so we're spending a lot of time on it. I want you to think, what have we been talking about as an answer to this question? What do good readers do? Do you remember our thinking game? When I would go, finger on your brain, and you're gonna go, don't bother me, I'm thinking. So I want you to spend some time thinking about this question. What do good readers do? Finger on your brain, don't bother me, I'm thinking. Think about it. What do good readers do? What's our goal when we read? What do we remember? Let's see if you got it right. Good readers work to understand what they read. They work to understand what they read. They want to be able to absorb it. They want to learn new information and talk about it. We're working to understand what we read. Is that what you thought about? And our specific strategy today for how we're going to work to understand what we read is I can use the strategy. Remember, that's a tool in our toolbox. Read, stop, and think to understand, our keyword, what I read. So there's a bunch of different strategies we can use, and we've been working on read, stop, and think this whole week. And today we're going to do that as well. So in our 3-part strategy, we have read, where we read a little bit of our book and find out what it's about. When we feel like we come to a good spot, we take a stop, put on the brakes. And the reason that we put on the brakes is so we can spend some time to think about what we read, to check ourselves. Did I understand? And if so, then I can move on. So this is our little checking strategy. And the past couple days, I've been giving you questions and prompting you, helping you through the strategy. Today, I'm only going to be asking you the questions. And you are going to have to pause the video yourself and talk to your conversation buddy about what just happened. So Mr. Mo and I are no longer going to be having the conversation. It's just going to be between you and your conversation buddy. So today in the video, you're going to need to be pausing it and talking out loud to your buddy. And so when we're doing that, we're going to use our thinking brain and our thinking game. So get ready to use your finger when we read through our next book. And the book that we are reading today is called The Good Egg. The Good Egg. I love this book. I think it's super cute. And I always love any character with glasses because, of course, I have glasses myself. So this is the book we are going to practice our read, stop, and think strategy with. So remember, today it's going to be just up to you and only you to have a conversation with your conversation buddy. So make sure you go on and grab them, and then we can head over to the library. Okay, I am ready in the library with our next book, The Good Egg, and Mr. Mo, and we are ready to practice. So, remember, like I said before, during this round of our reading strategy, I'm just going to be pausing and giving you questions. Then you are going to need to stop the video and answer them to your conversation buddy. So let's get started. So of course, we have to start our strategy by reading. This is The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things. Like I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. Okay, we're gonna pause here real quick. We're gonna stop. And now it's time to think. So my question to you and your conversation buddy, why is this egg good? Why is the egg good? Okay, finger on your brain. Don't bother me, I'm thinking. So I want you to pause the video. Tell your conversation buddy, why is this egg good? Okay, pause. Awesome, you are back. We spent some time thinking. I hope that you talked to your conversation buddy. And let's keep reading. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime, they only ate sugary cereal, they threw tantrums, they cried for no reason, they broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. Nobody seemed to care though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Okay, let's take a quick pause. And now it's time to think. So, let's ask your conversation buddy. Mr. Mo, how is the good egg different than all the other eggs? How is the good egg different than the other eggs? Ready? Finger on your brain. Don't bother me. I'm thinking. Okay, pause the video. Tell your conversation buddy, how are the other eggs different? Okay, pause. Okay, you're back. You talked to your conversation buddy and you are ready to start reading. Here we go. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everyone was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I had enough. Oops. Oh, there we go. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in the bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there, on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks, I read books, I floated in the river, I wrote in my journal, I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in, I breathed out, I even started painting. For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. Okay, we read a lot, so we're gonna stop to spend some time to think about what we read. So, Mr. Mo, the good egg got cracks in his shell, but he worked really hard to fix those cracks. So ask your conversation buddy, how did the good egg fix the cracks in his shell? Finger on your brain. Don't bother me. I'm thinking. Okay, tell your conversation buddy, how did the good egg fix the cracks? Go. Awesome, you're back. And let's keep reading. Okay. I started to feel like myself again. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy. Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? How do you do, other Frank? Sure, every once in a while, somebody stills a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. That's the end of the story. So we are going to stop real quick before we move on, and we're going to think about how the story ended. So, Mr. Mo, what happened when the good egg went back to the carton? What happened when the good egg went back to his carton? It's your last time. Finger on my brain. Don't bother me. I'm thinking. So tell your conversation buddy, what happened when the egg got back to the carton? Okay, go. And we're back for our final time. So that was so awesome. You were practicing the strategy on your own by having your own conversation with your buddy. So now I am going to ask you to take a video of yourself retelling the story of the good egg. Think about the questions we asked ourselves throughout. Why is the egg good? How is the good egg different than the other eggs? How does the good egg heal the cracks in its shell? And what happened when the good egg went back to the carton? Those 4 questions are going to help guide you when you retell the story from beginning to end of all that happened in, the good egg. So take another video of yourself retelling the story. I always love seeing your conversation buddies, so keep them in the videos if you can. Okay, Super Scholars, you are awesome. We are on our way to becoming great readers, and I can't wait to see your videos. Go ahead.